So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and this is another one of my subscriber replays. This is Private Parts, who's driving the outstanding Chinese Tier 7 light tank, the WZ-131, one of my favourite tanks in the game. Unfortunately, it's going to be nerfed when they instigate all the changes to light tanks and move the Chinese, one of the American, French and German lines, up on Russian lines obviously, up to tier 10 instead of as they are at 8. It means all the tanks that are there are basically having something done to them. So the tier 7 WZ-131 is having some changes to its hit points, but it's losing the top gun, which is the wonderful 100mm gun. Now, Private Parts actually hasn't unlocked that top gun yet, so I presume he's using the 85mm. So it'll be interesting to see, because this is how all these tanks will be in the future when they take away scout matchmaking and increase the lines out to tier 10. So he's on El Haluf. It's a tier 8 game, so he's actually top tier as it currently stands. It's all fairly quiet, raspberry rabbit. Now the reason why I like the 131 is actually more like a light medium than actually a light. It's not bad at passive spotting, but I really, well, there you go, I was just about to say, but what I love about it is it's done, but as we established, Private isn't using the top gun, he hasn't got it yet. So he's having to use the 85mm. Now he's in a bit of a pickle here. There's so many tanks all coming up here that he did the right thing and he bailed out. At the end of the day, a light tank is there for sniping and scouting and getting around the flanks, not to be a main battle tank when there's a main battle tank sitting behind who can't get in. So rightly so, he gave up there and is now pushing back round. I think he's identified there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least half the enemy team has come to the heavy corner. So now this game was a really low wind chance on it. At the end of the day, he's gonna have to do some work to make sure that the team have any chance at all. I think it was 30-something% win rate. I forget exactly now, but he's done nothing really so far. Bounced off the side of the IS-3, but now he's got a chance. Tiger P, and he manages to fire straight into the heaviest part of his armour. Oh, here comes the IS-3 again. This time he managed. Nope, still didn't manage to pen him. Got the rear of him now. Always been artied. Well, of course, because he's such a threat. He's got in this position which you'd love to be in when you're in a light tank, is right behind an IS or any sort of heavy tank who's got its attention diverted frontally, and you can just help yourself to 3 hit points. So they seem to be containing, well, I was going to say they seem to be containing, but just as I say that, the Tiger 2 who was guarding over there dies, and now the enemy have pretty much free rein to pull down through heavy alley. But Private isn't giving up. He's going to push around the back, use the mobility of this thing, and actually the beauty of the 85mm, it does reload very, very rapidly. So you can lay down quite a lot of fire. Mind you, that is an Emil 1, one of the best tier 8 tanks at the moment. First shot tracks the Emil, does a bit of damage. Aiming for the engine compartment at the back. That Bert just loves him, doesn't he? It's crazy to think Bert had more things to shoot at, but I suppose he is about to take down one of their top tier heavy tanks. Looks like the Emil's on a reload. He bounces a shot. Oh, and oh my goodness me. He bounced a shot from the Bert, but in doing so it knocked out his gun and he can't get the kill shot. And now he tries, but he's not fully aimed, and that Emil gets away, and it's another hit from the Burt, and another damage to the gun. My goodness me. He's going to need new armour at the end of this. This is ridiculous. 2 hits he took. Oh, lucky. Came around the corner, and that Tiger 1 was pointing straight at him. Don't know why the Tiger didn't fire. There's that Burt again, or was it another one? I don't know. So yeah, he's been hit twice. Once didn't do any damage, and the other one did. And both times took out his gun. He's used his repair kit, so he can't fix the gun. So he's not going to have a very accurate gun now for the rest of the match. He's pulling right the way round. He looks like he's going down to try and help the Leo against that T-71. Good news is all the heavies are dead on both sides. So it's actually only mediums, artillery, and a couple of lights left, and that's good because it means that Private in his Tier 7 light can be much more aggressive and play like a medium. Whoa! Don't be so aggressive, mate. You turn it over. That would be jolly embarrassing. I don't think we would have got to see this game if we had. So it's finally got blimey, got a long way without being spotted. T-71, is he looking? Takes down the T-71. Got to move because there are 3 enemy artillery still left in the game. That's all it started with, so there's still 3 left. Okay, so the team are leading now, 10 to 9. There's a Su-152 up there. I don't understand if you're on the ISU-152 or a Su-152, why do you camp? It's a TD, but it's an in-your-face TD. Accuracy on that gun is just not reliable enough. You will hit occasionally, but yeah, but people do. People just go charging off and get into the TD spots rather than the way I like to play the ISU and the Su is just to sit as a support tank to the heavies. So get where they're going, just get a little bit further back from them. And then when everything's engaged in a nice snarly match-up, you just pop forward and put a shell into them. And they say thank you very much. Ah, there's the Burt. Now, risky play here. What's he do? Burt's is loaded and looking at him. He's trying to use mobility as another shell came in. That must be from friendly artillery. Oh, and there's the M's. Oh. Reload. Oh my word, he just took too long to reload. I mean, I know why he did that. He came over and he looked like he was about to jump round the tank, but then he saw the Burt was looking straight at him, so he stopped and fired rather than keeping moving, and that M40 managed to shut him down. But he paid for it in his life, so there is only an Emil and 2 artillery versus an HTC, a Leo, a light tank, and 2 artillery on his team. So well, there's role reversal battles. Look, they're all on the other flank. HTC takes a nice shot. He must have been trying to fire HE there. 105mm on the T28 HTC is actually quite nice, but it's not the most accurate gun in the West. Okay, so the Emil's left, and 1 of the artillery is left. There's the Emil again. Can he get shot? No, he's fired already, and the Emil's now safe, but he's no longer safe because he's being taken down. So let's just speed this up a little bit. Okay, so just 1 more artillery left. If he hasn't already suicided or jumped off the cliff. Scouts should find him in a minute if he's still around. Oh, there he is. And he's gone. GG, well played. So that was a really nice game there for private parts. He said it was only a 39%er, so his team did very, very well. And if you noticed at the beginning of the chat, not you pay much attention to chat, somebody was moaning at the beginning, oh, about matchmaking and how we're going to lose and what have you. Well, you know, play the damn game, and you may lose, but you might also win, because 31% means, you know, roughly every time times 10 times you play, 3 times you'll win. This was one of those 3. He got a first class out of it. He got a bruiser. He got fire for effect. Did a lot of assistance. Finished up top of the team, 1856 damage, 3 kills, 1230 base XP, outstanding. 18 shots fired, hit with 17 and penned with 13. Even with that, not the 100mm top gun, he did some pretty good work there. 13 penetrating hits for 1800 damage, very nice. He took 4 shots himself, 1 actually miraculously bounced, 3 did not, including the one that finally finished him off, and he did over 1,000 assistance damage, which is pretty good indeed. Just shy of 40,000 credits after costs, 25,500 with a premium account. Would have been 12,000 if he hadn't been running premium, and 1,845 experience for his crew. So really nice job. Thanks for sending that one in private, really appreciate that. Nice game. As I said, WZ is one of my favourite tanks. I really enjoy playing it. Unfortunately he's going to lose the 100mm gun, so we'll all have to drive around like private did there in the 85 with the 85mm, but you know, hey, didn't seem to trouble him too much, and the trade-off is you get a better rate of fire. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. If you did, consider giving it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games. Just remember, it is for fun. It is just a game, and I'll see you again soon. Gamerdom out.